how is long distance healing possible? So, and then we are speaking about spiritual healing, so healing that happens on the level of the soul of the person, and on the spiritual connections that the soul have, and that might also to some degree be affected from long distance. So this is really also for me, even though I'm doing it, still quite a miraculous thing. But somehow there is also a bit of an explanation, and the main thing to understand there is that in the spiritual world there is no distance. Or there is something that you might be perceiving as distance, but which is actually a matter of connection. The more connected you are to somebody, the more close you are in the spiritual world. Even though one person is in China and the other in Europe, if they feel very connected to each other, then you might say that when they go to sleep, it is as if they are sleeping next to one another, spiritually speaking. So then, for the healer to be able to reach somebody over a long distance, it is a matter of connection. In my experience, for example, if a person is so close that I can touch them, then that makes the healing a lot easier. But if I cannot touch them because they are more far away, then it does not matter whether that distance is 10 meters or 10,000 meters. It only depends on the feeling of connection that I have. And so then, some interaction usually is needed. These days, a video call, so that I can kind of connect to this person from the heart. And this connection is a connection which is personal. That must be well understood. Like, I could easily say, okay, I'm connected to you, even though I don't know you, because you are the self, you are pure consciousness, pure energy, and we are all one, so in that way we are connected. That is not enough. There has to be like a personal love for that person. But anyhow, that is also after some time not so very difficult to see somebody, talk with them maybe only a short while, and see that beautiful individual which is there, which is just like everybody trying their best, and having the same kind of basic qualities that we all have, and basic desires of love and so on that we all have, and to see that and from there connect. And so when that connection is there, then later on, let's say if I do a healing, I only have to remember that person. Usually I have like a picture to remember that person because I see quite many. And then that picture helps me to say, oh yeah, that's that one, and love that individual. And then through that love, I can work same way as if somebody would be close by, and whatever, then do that is needed to be done to clear the energy, to remove any negative energies from their spiritual field, let's say, to go, like facilitate the energy currents in the chakras to move more smoothly. Chakras can then be seen in a certain way, or felt rather than seen. And to also somehow, communicate soul to soul, and also in that soul itself reduce some of these disturbed energies that are there. It's all about energy, and you could say there's very little technology involved. It's on a feeling level, and that's exactly why the connection is also on a feeling level. So, but then if a person has a problem in the foot, let's say, okay, I'll imagine that person and the foot somehow attached to that person and work there. But that is actually not the main thing, no? I'll reach that foot through the chakras, through the entire body, So it's the link with the entire body which actually there matters. And it is all possible only because of love. Without that, it cannot work. Even healing in person without love is not going to work very well, but it's more possible. When it is long distance, then it is not possible if the love is not there, because that is like the fire, that is like the energetic cord which is created, it is made of love. It's like a fire. This fire of love then makes it possible. But I must say that compared to healing a person, like in person, it is using much more energy, and the possibility of something going wrong, I would say for me, mostly like some negative energy then coming to me or somehow or other affecting me, that is much more difficult to handle. So in that way, I cannot do too much long distance healing in 1 week, only a few people, because otherwise I get exhausted myself. While healings in person, I can do a few, 2, 3, 4 every day if I want. But in long distance, it's a little more difficult. So in that way, sorry if you are waiting. Some people I know, they are still waiting for me to get the energy to do it.